In a lecture series of communication systems, I deliver my lecture number 3rd, where we are discussing the radio signal. In my previous lecture, that already we have discussed the signal and different type of signal, how we do, what is nature, that we have discussed. Now, an audio signal from a broadcasting station is sent over a great distance to a receiver. And radio signal is a high frequency wave. Audio signal, that is a low frequency signal wave, cannot be sent directly over the air for a appreciable distance, even after converting into electrical signal, electrical form. At audio frequencies, the signal power is quite small and radiation is not practicable. So need of new technique to transmit the signal, that is modulation. So it is important point for discussion of modulation, especially the student of degree classes. They have a question asked, question comes, what is modulation, why need of modulation, what is the technique, how many types of modulation, and amplitude modulation, and how to develop the modulation, to produce the modulation, modulator is there. So it is a very important technique. So we are going to, in our next slide, you see, in your first figure, you see that carrier wave, that is a radio signal wave. It is a high frequency wave. You see why it is high frequency. You see that number of cycle per second is more, and that's why it is higher frequency wave, and that is a carrier wave. Second figure, you see, this is a modulating signal, that is a low frequency signal wave is there because number of loops is minimum. And in the third, you see how the number of frequency increases. That frequency increases, signal changes. You see in earlier stage, you see the number of loops is minimum, and after that you see that number of loops is maximum, and so on, that you are seeing that how increasing and how that frequency changes. Now come to this slide. In early class that we have early lecture that we have do, that is a two type of signal, digital and non-digital signal is there. Analog signal, digital means analog signal. You see that digital signal where you are using the digit means 0, 1, flip, flop. You are seeing this, all these things. So I have mentioned in your left side of this binary digits that we are using 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Now go to lower portion. You see, if 0, it means you go down, and if 1, you go up. Again 1, so you constantly go and but remains in up conditions. Again 0, you go down. Again 1, you up. So this is the digital form you get your signal. And the next portion that you are seeing only the carrier wave. And carrier wave, you see that graph in between amplitude and time. So you find it that number of loops per second is more, and that's why carrier wave is there. On the left side you see that amplitude shift keying ask, that is amplitude time, how that shifting is there, their amplitude is shifting. In the second you see that frequency shift keying is there, number of loops how changes, and phase shift keying is there, how phase changes means angle changes. Now in the next slide that we have discussed some terminology that we are using for the communication system. It is very important for the student of the 12th class, for the board students. They are very eager to write some questions, that different type of terminology. And in higher class, without knowing this technology, without knowing this terminology and techniques, you cannot study all these things. So it is a basic points of your communication systems. First, transducer. Transducer is an electronic device, and that converts any physical quantity into an electrical signal. Now it is a question, which physical quantities are? That is temperature, pressure, displacement. These are the frequencies, these are the physical quantities force. For example, now the transducers, the examples are there. You see the digital thermometers. In digital thermometers, temperature is a physical quantity and you measure output, that is temperature. And it is converting by what? Electrical signal, electronic signal, electrical signal. So it is a transducer. You go to the measurement of blood pressure, you see the digital blood pressure. What you see? That physical quantity input is your pressure and output is your, you see that result in the form of digit. And again, it is converted into electrical form. So these are some examples of transducer. Next, transmitter. Transmitter, it is a process and it is also a device which converts the incoming signal to the input and then going through the channel and then transmitted to the antenna or anywhere. So that is the antenna or aerial. So this is called transmitter. Transmitter means taking the signal and sending to the antenna through the channel, and that device is known as transmitter and the process is transmission. Next, receiver. Receiver, it extracts the desired message signal from the received signals at the output of the channel. So input, it is transmitter, output receiver. Receiver has a duty to receive the desired signal and passing through the channel and you attach with the output. Antenna. Antenna, it is nothing. It is an aerial which radiates or receives radio waves. Any conductor behaves as an antenna with a proper design. So many types of antenna. So in our next higher classes that we will discuss for what is how that antenna, how many types of antenna, Marconi antenna, and all conductors are there. That antenna may receive or may transmit. Attenuation. Attenuation, it is a technical name. It attenuate. Attenuate means loss. Loss means distortion. So if the signal comes from transmitter go to the receiver, in between there is some loss of energy, and this loss of energy is known to be your what? That is a attenuation. So this is the things that we are saying this here, the weakening of a signal as it propagates through a medium due to energy loss, and that is called attenuation. Noise. This is unwanted signals which disturbs your system, your electronic system. You see in your mobile or anywhere you find that unwanted signal comes, it is nothing, it is noise. So unwanted voltages and currents which disturb the transmission and processing of message signal called noise. Distortion. Distortion during the propagation of the wave, the extent to which a system fails to reproduce accurately at its output the characteristics of the input is called distortion. Actually, that distortion means again perturbation of the waveform is called distortion. If you go to the analog signal, a complete amplitude is there, what's nature is there, input and output is the same nature. If the nature changes, it means you have some distortion. Range. The largest distance between the source and the receptor of the information up to which the signal has sufficient strength is called range of the signal. It means transmitter, receiver, you say that any tower system, tower has a range up to how much range that you can transmit and receive. So that is the distance between the transmitter and receiver. Bandwidth, it is the range of frequencies a signal occupies over which equipment operates is called bandwidth. So bandwidth, if you go to the graph, amplitude and frequency graph at lower frequency range and higher frequency range and middle frequency range. So in between frequency you get some flat graph you find, and that is nothing that you say, this is called bandwidth. Repeater. Repeater, it is a very important things to connect the transmitter and different electronic equipment. To extend the range, use is made of a repeater, which is a combination of a receiver and transmitter. A repeater picks up the signal from the transmitter, amplifies it, and then transmits to the next receiver. That is called repeater. Amplification, the process of increasing the amplitude, consequently the strength of the signal is called amplification. amplification. In a simple language, we can say if the low input is given and you get high output, that is the process that you say this is called amplification. And the electronic device which used for this is called amplifier. Channel, it is the link between the transmitter and the receiver. The channel may be in the form of wires or cables connecting the transmitter or the receiver, or it may be wireless. So you see that channel you find in your base phone, telephone, that's conductor are there, cables are there. In our system that we are taking the wireless system where the channel is there. So these are the some few points for the lectures. Thank you.